Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one, and welcome to another smoke sesh, another installment in the mini series How Cannabis is with Kratom. And today I just kind of pick randomly. We're going with a white strain, strong dose, and this time, if you've seen the last episode, we did a strong red, I believe, and I ended up puking that. So decided to go a little lower because I haven't been taking Kratom like that as of recent. Past like 2-3 years I've been kind of taking it consistently, but just as of recent I just been kind of chilling back a little bit. I haven't really felt a need to take it or any strong desire to take it like that, and I figure, why not take a break from it. Weed's been doing me good, but of course I'm down to take it. I did take it, the last I took this to Kratom in general was about, I want to say, like 5 days ago, which you're like, all right, that sounds, like not too long ago. But even before that though, it had been like a month since I had taken it, and the only reason I'm taking it now is for this video to see what's up and to commence with this trial, see how cannabis is with Kratom, the white strain. And specifically we got white Maeng for today, a very classic, a very for me, notably stimulating, notably brings on the focus, gets you in the work mood. If I ever feel like, things are slow and I just need a little boost, white Maeng has always done me good. But as of recording this intro at least, I have already started drinking the white Maeng. I made a tea out of it. I'm about halfway through already, and about 30 minutes away before I actually start with the trial. Now, if you've never actually seen an episode for this mini-series, it is a smoke sesh technically. We're going to smoke a bit once I finish the Kratom, and then from there, with our combined effects, see how the synergy is. We're going to report things like our mood, our energy levels, sociability, and then we're going to get into like actual practical tests with this. And that includes things like meditation, a food test, a workout test, productivity test, creativity test, and so on. It should probably be up on the screen by now. I've been doing this for quite a bit actually. This kind of format, these tests, and these just these current states of mind to note. And touching on the last one too, we are going to implement the questionnaire again, which I'll put out the details for that right now. Basically, it is a check-in for how the drug effects are currently affecting us. And I only did it once, like for the whole trial last time. This time, I think we're going to do it in 3 different sections. Starting with the initial response, and then we'll probably check in after an hour, and then check in probably at the end of the video, and just to see where we're at. But I'm happy to be doing this, bringing another episode in this series, and I'm looking forward to covering this white strain. But that's our intro, that's our setup. I'll be back in a few seconds. For me it's going to be a bit longer, but when I come back, hey, we're going to be smoking. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. Alright, I am back and I just finished the Kratom, the 6.5 grams of Kratom, and let's waste no time. We're going to spark right up right away. I got 1 gram of heavy OG. I've been smoking on this pack for a while. It's solid ass bud. Really like this strain actually. But let's spark this. As always, feel free to join me as we get blazed here. But let me just talk about the initial experience consuming this Kratom this time. Wasn't as bad as the last time with the 8 grams. The 8 grams, I have to admit, just a bit heavy, especially just considering like how much it has to disperse in the water. because you just have much more kratom, so it's just not going to break down as easily, even if you do use boiling water. But this time around, there was a little bit of clumps, but not too bad by any means. Really what got me this time around, I have to say, somewhat the taste, but mainly just taking in this much kratom, because I haven't had kratom like this. The last time I had it, I only had like I only had like 3 grams. So it's just been a minute, and I knew like I had to take at least somewhat of a dip, but I didn't want to do 6 grams because, I mean, I don't know if we actually did a medium kratom trial on a smoke sesh yet. But I mean, I'm planning on doing the medium doses around like 5 grams, maybe like 4.5, thinking about it, because typically my light doses are like 2 grams, so that would make more sense. No need to go too heavy with this. I just wanted to make sure, especially since I had that tolerance. That's the biggest thing with this, and why I started off with choosing 8 grams as heavy, 2.5 as light, then 5 grams as medium. It's mainly because of that tolerance, and I don't know when or if I will be consuming kratom like that regularly. Again, we'll see how things just develop. But as of right now, I don't really have plans to take it on like that, or consume it like that. Really, like, just honestly, like, just give me my bud, and like I'm chilling, like, and I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm focused. But consuming this, back to the consumption of this, consuming the 6 grams, 6.5 grams here. Just worried because last time, we had the little nausea incident. So coming up, especially when I was getting towards the end of the drink, I was just kind of slowing down, making sure, not drinking it too fast at once. And I also did consume a little bit of chips along with to, sit in my stomach with this, so it doesn't, like, I guess it's just not pure kratom in my stomach, because I haven't really ate a whole lot today, to be honest. So very susceptible to feeling the kratom, I know that. So I was just kind of cautious, a little bit queasy, not too much. I feel like it was mostly mental and just me kind of being a little worried. But as of right now, definitely a lot better. I mean, I got up to do a few things just to get ready and set things up, and kind of moving around actually, made it settle a little bit more actually than just kind of sitting still. And of course, smoking this here, I mean, cannabis, it's gonna help with the nausea. So I'm just hoping as we go along, because I know last time, I believe in the red video, I was talking about I was feeling alright and like, feeling like doing this and that. Then out of nowhere, it's just like the development came on stronger and it set in more. And yeah, then it led to this and that and blah, blah, all over the place, right? So let's just hope that doesn't happen. But I'm going to start with the mental test, the mood, energy, sociability, and just put the note here because I'm not quite halfway through, almost halfway through, but I've been smoking this for a bit over 5 minutes, so I feel like we can give a note on just how things have been in that regard. First though, I do want to know, I did feel this in about like 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. Came on pretty fast, and I will say, it's a white strain. It's a white kratom strain. What does a white kratom strain mean? Stimulating, like I said earlier on. Giving you like energy, making you want to be productive and do shit like that. Really, it's like, even at this dose, 6.5 grams, I feel like it still has that quality pretty strongly. compared to the others, I feel like at this dose, I'm getting more of a relaxation quality, more relaxing effects, more sedative opiate-like effects. But with this white strain, it's still presenting those low dose qualities. But anyways, let's start with the mood. I'll say I'm happy. I mean, I feel really content with everything going on. I feel pretty relaxed with everything going on right now. And I do feel like just naturally, and I'm sure you can tell just by the flow of my voice and how everything's just going, and I'm just kind of rambling in a sense almost, but I'm just kind of flowing with it, that there's a stimulating quality, but the stimulation isn't like I feel stimmed or I feel like my body's being stimmed. It's very clear-headed, it's very smooth, it's enjoyable, it's nice. It's not like I feel like I've taken a stimulant and I know like my body's getting dehydrated in a sense, and I know like just certain like other mechanisms are on that are gonna make me more tired. This, it gives me that feeling to where I ain't gonna get tired necessarily from this. So, I mean, mood, it's good. It's good, guys, and I guess that goes along with energy too. I just was kind of explaining the energy side to it there as well. But I mean, things are, I would just say they're up for both of those, mood and energy. As for sociability, I feel like this is a somewhat increased quality, both in desire and execution. Obviously in execution, just my ability to talk feels like it's improved quite a bit, but also there is a desire because of that. I have been texting quite a bit of people and just talking about really whatever, just having some conversations while I was coming up on this, and I feel like that will continue afterwards as well. But right now, I'm going to fill in the questionnaire real fast while I continue to smoke this. I'm about halfway through now, and yeah, this shit's burning, so we got a whole blunt here. I mean, and I didn't even roll that much into it. Probably not even a gram, if that, to be honest. Just burning slow. But let me do this questionnaire real fast, and we're gonna be right back on this. All right, reporting for our first initial questionnaire. Coughing like a mofo. Ah, shit. All right. All right. We're clear. We're not, but let's just talk. So, starting with this questionnaire, the initial questionnaire, to start this off, do you feel a drug effect right now? I put it slightly under extremely because, I mean, like I said previously, I've said this before in other videos, I'm not going to feel extreme about things, I feel like, unless it's like actually extreme. And if it's extreme, I probably am not liking it, in other words. So most likely you will never see me land an extreme unless it's actually extreme, or not at all. Same for the other side. But for this first one, just underneath extremely. For the second one, are you high right now? Same thing pretty much. I feel like those two can kind of line up. Not always. I mean, you can feel the effects from low dose DPH. You can feel the effects from caffeine quite a bit, but you're not necessarily high, in other words. And high is a subjective thing. But yes, I would say quite a bit on this. Very enjoyable. Which this third one kind of ties in to the next two. Do you dislike any of the effects you are feeling right now? And I do have to say, just because of that initial like come up phase when I was going through that, and of course this is the right now, I just have to put, just because I'm still a little like, all right, we're gonna see where this develops, where this is gonna take us, because because the kratom high probably isn't at its peak just yet. So that's why it's not really not at all. For number 4, do you like any of the effects you are feeling right now? And that kind of goes, sits very closely with how high I am. And like I said, yes, this is very enjoyable. And then for number 5, would you like more of the drug you took right now? And this is a 2-part question, I guess. Would I want more kratom right now? Nah, I'm good on the 6.5 grams. I don't feel like I need any more. I feel like might make it worse. Like I said, I have that kind of a slight worry going on in the back of my mind. So, but more weed? Yes. Yes, please. Why not? And we're almost done with this. I'm gonna finish this up, and we're gonna come back and report the test one by one. So I'm gonna come in kind of in like sections almost. Let's see exactly. We got the food test, the work test, creativity test, physical activity test, music test, walking test, environment, and entertainment test, and meditation test. So I'm not going to do these while recording, but I perform each test for maybe like 10 minutes depending on what it is. And then right when I'm done, I'll come right back here and report to you guys the effects of this and how this is, the white Maeng dot at a strong dose with one of cannabis. So let's get into these tests now. Alright, I'm back, and I decided to start with the creativity test, which I did some writing for this and worked on a book I'm actually working on. And this book, man, I want to release this one day. It's a trilogy actually. I wrote this back in high school, which I'll just say that's quite a chunk of time ago for me. I'll just say in terms of the test, it was awesome. I got into the story really easily, and I jumped into things, and I felt very compelled to make changes on it, creative changes to enhance, just the richness and the quality of the writing. And I'll just say overall, it went very well. Alright, I'm back after the word test now, and I have to say the nausea might be kicking in, sadly. And I'm a bit worried for the physical activity and the workout, or the walk, my bad. But I'm gonna try and see what we can do. It's not too heavy, but it just might develop. That's what I'm worried about. But anyways, with the work test, I was working on a story time actually coming up for the channel, which just consisted of me writing. And so as you can imagine, it went pretty hand in hand with the creativity test, and I found a really good flow with this and was able to, just get a good amount done for it. Alright, continuing with the food test. For this, because of that nausea I just mentioned and just feeling like that, I felt like I needed something a bit more substantial than just chips in my stomach to sit along with the kratom. So decided on a sandwich, which was actually really good, tasted really good, and was very filling. And so far from that, I do feel a bit better, though again, development can happen. So we're gonna see if anything negative pops up, but so far so good. And actually just getting up in general also did help me help with the nausea and find some relief with it. So, and also while I'm actually here, I have been listening to music, and I will say there is a very strong music enhancement. I feel just a stronger music euphoria. I get more in tuneness with the music, I feel, and I've just been kind of vibing. So definitely big thumbs up on the music test. Alright, I'm back. I just finished my walk, and this I feel like really helped a lot. I feel like it really helped, just in a sense I walked off the nausea. So like I just was kind of worried in a sense, so I didn't go on a super long walk, but I just fell into it, had my earbuds in, and just went on automatic, man. It was a good time, good vibes all around, and definitely positive here. Though I feel like if I did this earlier, when I was feeling nauseous, it could have gone wrong, and especially if I didn't eat that sandwich just before. And also, I did feel out the 1 hour in. I was a little bit late, 20 minutes late about. So 1 hour, 20 minutes in for the second questionnaire. For 1, do you feel a drug effect right now? I still definitely feel a drug effect right now. But for the second one, 2, are you high right now? Not as high as when I was after the initial come up and after I smoked too, since it's been a little minute since I finished that blunt, but still definitely, you know, feeling good for the most part. And number 3, do you dislike any of the effects you are feeling right now? And again, a little bit worried there could be developments, but I'm kind of almost past that point. But just because there could be potential nausea, especially when I do this physical activity test, I did put that a little bit to the right of not at all. And for number 4, do you like any of the effects you are feeling right now? Yeah, for the most part. Not as much, I would say, as before, but yes, most definitely. And for number 5, would you like more of the drug you took right now? And kind of the same as before, really. I'll take some more smoke, but Kratom, not as much. And that's the thing, I don't feel like I need more smoke, but more smoke, I'm not going to say no. But moving on. Alright, I'm back from the physical activity test, which I decided to do some basketball for this. And you're probably thinking, hey, risky move. If you throw up, you throw up, I guess, right? But this actually went fantastic. I just found a rhythm right away, and I was actually playing pretty hard. I was just very fast, very consistent, did a lot of jump shots, did a lot of just driving layups, and you know, I was playing like as if I was playing in a game or, you know, against somebody pretty much. And I just felt kind of in the zone more, a lot more focused, and this went very well. And I followed this up immediately with the meditation test outside, and it was a very nice way to cool off and just kind of zone in and settle down and just take in, you know, the state of my body and my mind currently. Like previous meditation tests with Kratom, my mind does tend to find distractions more. It tends to think of you know, just different things going on in my life, and basically not focus on the nothingness that I carry the intent to. Like the focus is there, but it can develop into a focus of what can I think about, and it's very subconscious and natural that my mind does this. But moving on to the last test, which I'm going to do, and the last questionnaire. Alright, and to end things off with the entertainment test, I decided to do some reading, and I will say this wasn't, I don't think it was the best choice because I kind of felt a little slow and sluggish with it actually. The focus wasn't actually really all the way there, I felt like, with the reading, and compared to some of the other tests, like I didn't jump into it right away, but I did pick up some pace with it and did get a decent amount in, and it was fairly enjoyable. And for the last questionnaire, do you feel a drug effect right now? Most definitely, it's about the same as the last two. 2, are you high right now? This goes down a little bit. I definitely do still feel a high of this, but it's not the most euphoric or heavy by any means. Number 3, do you dislike any of the effects you're feeling right now? Slightly, I feel like my stomach still is kind of you know, just, you know, it's still digesting it, so. And like I said, I do feel a bit slower compared to the initial come up of it, but nothing too heavy. Number 4, do you like any of the effects you're feeling right now? This goes down slightly, it's still enjoyable, but not necessarily the most enjoyable. And number 5, would you like more of the drug you took right now? And this stays about the same. Again, I'll take some more cannabis. Kratom, I'm good on right now. Had enough. So we're going to end things off there for today. There's all the tests. There's how is Kratom strong white dose with cannabis? I feel like this went pretty well, kind of on edge with the nausea, but overall I had a good time with this and all the tests went really well. So if you enjoyed this, let me know down below and let me know what you guys want to see next. We got a lot in store, so just stay tuned guys. It's been someone that's no one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.